Hello Bishos. Hello Superflash. Hello Do Gang. I don't have a new team ready. So I figured let's do some Ruby Tower today. I made some changes. Basically, we only have the Gardevoir from previous streams. And I did a few hunts on Saturday. And I actually got Timid Latios, which is amazing. The Latios we have on this team is modest. So I have both of the Latios as you would want. Both stolen from this tower. Tickler emo dropped? Yeah, I added that today. I was thinking about doing Tickler on cartridge. The problem is, if I want to use the same team, I need a Tauros, and Tauros is not fun to get. So I just felt like doing something, but like I wanted to stream today, but I didn't really have a team I wanted to use, or like I didn't really have a new team ready. And I didn't want to do a second streak with the Curse team. Could have maybe continued the double streak because we're at what, 84 wins I think. But Flygon is so bad. Hello Derek. And for the team it's kind of the same. I need Hidden Power Go Swampert, which also isn't very great to breed for. It's a lot better than Tauros, but oh, actually, Alakazam is on my list if it's, oh, it's not male. Okay, never mind. New emote? Yeah, we have 2 new emotes. I removed the Dew coin, because that one, the colors weren't very good. It was way too bright. So we have Tickler emote and we have a Stall emote that I don't know what I want to change it to yet. But for now, you can't really see it well, but it's a clock with a timer ball inside of it. Maybe I'll need to make like a bigger timer ball. I did this one a bit quickly. My channel doesn't accept pics for membership? I don't know what that means. These shows? I don't know what that means. I've not done anything. Dewcoin Rock Pull, I see you. True. I've not changed anything for the membership besides make the price as low as possible. And add some emotes. That is all I've done. Grumpig. I already caught a Grumpig on Saturday, otherwise it would have been on my list. This one is male, so I would have caught it. Grumpig is a really good Pokemon in the tower because it's one of the Pokemon that gets Trick. Trick Choice Band is a powerful strategy. And it's an egg move. So here we go. This Grumpig already has Trick. So it's nice to not have to breed for it and get a good parent. Which is why I want the Alakazam with Trick as well, so I potentially can use it as a parent as well. Although I suppose... I don't know, does Grumpig... No, I think they're in different egg groups. So Grumpig's probably like the field egg group. Pix is a payment method available in Brazil. Yeah, I don't know. Do other channels allow it? Because like it's a YouTube basically decides. Grumpig is really high special defense, so I don't know if it's gonna die here. No, we didn't. It wasn't own tempo. Last time I traced own tempo so he couldn't confuse me. Matt, you wouldn't trust purple bacon? Yeah. But we're not eating it. Derek, you have faced on the Zigzagoon again. You have 10 of them now? Damn. Soon you will have like entire teams of shiny Zigzagoons for like all the different useful levels of pickup. Because like I think 91 to 100 is Earthquake, but then like 41 to 50 is Rest or something. And then there's another TM as well. Is it Focus Punch? The last one? That's not super useful. Or that might be a different game. Maybe Fire Red Leaf Green or some other game. Seems that YouTube doesn't accept it. Yeah, YouTube doesn't accept the European bank system either for membership, or at least it didn't. I don't remember how I'm paying for memberships now. They might have changed it, but I couldn't pay with my bank for membership. But I do pay with my bank for premium, so I have no clue why that doesn't work. But maybe they fixed it and now I am paying directly with my bank. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Aladios. Lead, so we can't catch it. We also don't need to catch it because I have Modest and Timid, so I don't need anything else. Alright, I don't have Articuno anymore. Hello, Wilkinson. So the reason we have Latios on the team, besides it being really strong, is that it gets Memento, which allows me, if I find a Pokemon I want to catch, I need to lose. Memento makes me die, so that's a easy way. And this Quagsire has Damp, which allows me to lose against Pokemon with Explosion. And then Gardevoir is just my old lead. It's a pretty good Pokemon. But opposing Latios is a little bit troublesome now. Hopefully we don't switch into Dragon Claw or Ice Beam. We also do not have Calm Mind, which was what I was thinking of putting here. But I really liked Roar for scouting Pokemon and allowing me to lose more easily. Oh, there's a Regirock, so let's try Quagsire. Regirock is the most likely to explode in level 50 at open level or level 100 in Ruby Sapphire. All the Regis have triple. 3 out of the 4 have Explosion. So Regirock actually is one of my targets for today. I do have one Adamant Regirock, but it's level 100 and not level 50. And I would much prefer having one at level 50. There we go, Explosion. Damp prevents Regirock from using Explosion. And I considered, like, I was about to give leftovers to Quagsire, then I realized I need to actually be able to lose. So I switched to Chestoberry. With how random the AI can be, going for leftovers isn't great. Basically, you have to stall out all the explosions. I think we're at 1 out of 5. Pretty sure it's 5 PP. An adamant Mance would be sick. For a doubles team that I wanted to look into, that was like only Emerald Pokemon and no tutor moves and no unrepeatable TMs. I actually wanted a plus speed Salamence. That's 2 explosions, but Adamant is really good if you have Dragon Dance. They're just going to have a hell of a time hunting the 2% skinny and 2% coughing. I don't know if he's really planning to do those at the moment. But yeah, it's gonna be hell. He wants to shiny hunt those. He showed she tried to make shorts with your team from the Battle Dome, but the lack of bed lighting is really hindering you. Yeah, it's difficult recording on with a camera. I'll just rest again so we don't waste PP. It's gonna run out of earthquakes eventually. It's already used, I don't know. Definitely over half. T-Bolt can't hurt me. Explosion number 3. Rock Tomb. Okay. I was about to say he didn't use that before because he was already faster, but Ruby and Sapphire is completely random AI, so that doesn't matter at all. It's 4 explosions. And that's 5. Okay, I'm pretty sure explosion only has 5 PP, so now we can switch. You sure she almost won gold in your first try but lost in the 9th tournament? Yeah, I like Dome because it's relatively easy. Oh, Alakazam. Alakazam might have a tough time knocking out my team. I hope it's not Trick. Okay, if it is Trick, it's locked into Psychic. We'll just curse here. Philip, in my opinion, is it possible to complete the Battle Frontier in 1 attempt? Provided you optimally EV train your Pokemon beforehand. I mean, if you can win, then you can do it in 1 attempt. It's just not likely. Or it depends on your team. Be sure she lost the King's Rock flinch? Oof, that's painful. Oh, I shouldn't have gone here actually. Okay, that's decent damage. But yeah, it's definitely possible. And if you switch teams between facilities, it is like it's relatively easy, I would say. Like, just start with the factory, if you even count the factory as one of them. And then the others, if you have a really good team, they are relatively easy. Like, it's not guaranteed by any means, but getting first try shouldn't be that hard. Like, I'm pretty sure the speed run for all gold symbols, at least the record for it, probably doesn't have any losses, or maybe one loss, and that's like far from optimal team-wise. I don't know if the actual record is no losses. I'm gonna assume it is, but maybe it isn't. I know there was a record that had like one loss in one of the facilities, and I don't know if it got improved. If you can win, you can do it in one attempt, wise words. Like, it's possible, right? If you're capable of winning, then in theory you could win on the first attempt. Like, is it likely? Depends on your skill and your team. I don't really need to kill this, but just to be sure that only Regirock can show up. Hello, Jacob. And now we just memento. Defining the term in one attempt. Well, one attempt is just first try. One team is the real question. Is it one team or the teams? Basically, Starmie, Gengar, Alakazam, Slacking, Salamence, Metagross, Umbreon, Hariyama, Blissey, Snorlax. Like, are these the Pokemon available for this one attempt? Because it's probably possible with those Pokemon. I wouldn't say it's the most likely necessarily, but it's possible. There's some strong Pokemon. Oh, Ladio's right here. Can this be done in Emerald as well? No, they fixed this bug. Or glitch. So unfortunately it's not possible because in Emerald they actually have always the same nature. There we go. Which would make it a lot easier to hunt for good Pokemon. But for most of these, outside of the legendaries, I'm mainly hunting for a good parent. So from my understanding, the Pokemon that's sent out is based on the Pokemon we have out. So even if there are 2 Pokemon alive, if we just have the same Pokemon that we had in the battle, then we can guarantee which Pokemon shows up. At least we should be able to. Alright, any guesses for the nature? If it has a good nature, Regirock will get a nickname. Regirock doesn't have a good nature, Regirock will not get a nickname. I'll go prepare my Emerald save file, so I don't think it's ready to trade. Oh no, it is ready to trade. Brave nature, I think I already have a brave Regirock at level 50. And that one might get used in the palace at some point. Calm nature. Careful would be kind of nice. Minus special attack plus special defense. That could be good. Let's see. Hasty. I already have a hasty one. Minus defense plus speed. It's a good nature for the palace as well. Name it Chuck. He's not gonna get a nickname. Which item did he have? Quick Claw, the best item. So yeah, this only works in Ruby and Sapphire. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work in Fire Red Leaf Green. I tried to test it one time and Raikou just did not want to show up for me. Like, he kept running away from me, so I gave up. I was pretty sure it wasn't gonna work anyway. Worst item if you're Riley? No. Best item if you're Riley. Riley has abused Quick Claw so many times in the factory. Like, it's insane how lucky he gets with that item. Alright. So now we're gonna do a little bit of cheating. We're going to reload the save from before we lost the streak. Because the roamer... This only works when the roamer is alive. We can only use the glitch once per save. I have tried to find ways around it. I have not found it yet. And I don't think there is a way. Because from what I've tried, the fleeing AI of the roamer overrides its ability to switch, if it even has the ability to switch at all, because trainers can switch, but this is technically a wild battle. So I don't know if the logic exists. Like, I think it might. I think probably like it's part of the basic AI, I think. And I think wild Pokemon have basic AI. But normally wild Pokemon are always alone, so you can't make them switch. And in this case, the wild Pokemon has a special AI because it's roamer to always flee whenever possible. And I think that overrides switching. Because I tried to force it to switch with Parasong. Heracross. Let's write down what we've got today. Today's haul. Regirock. Hasty. Heracross might survive. It did survive. I have Heracross on the list, I think. Yeah, I do. Because I think it's the only bug. Oh. Well, that's one dead Gardevoir. Are we gonna die to this thing? I don't know who we even send out. Like... no, he had a Lychee Berry, right? Not Salak. He was just faster than me. So it's actually a plus speed nature Heracross. This one could be really good, but because it's the lead Pokemon, and the lead Pokemon gets overwritten by the roamer. When we encounter the roamer, we can never catch this, so that's unfortunate. Sceptile. I was considering putting Sceptile on the list, but I already have a male Sceptile. And I have a modest Sceptile already, but I want a timid one. But I think I want the timid one to have Leech Seed anyway, which is an egg move. There probably is a Leech Seed Sceptile in the Ruby Tower. Let me check. Yeah, there's one set that has Leech Seed, so maybe we catch that one at some point. But I already have a Breloom. No, wait. Sceptile doesn't breed with Breloom. I'm pretty sure. Maybe we should catch Sceptile if it has Leech Seed and it's male. Sceptile. Leech Seed. Male. Yeah, basically I just want to catch some parents for future teams. Not necessarily teams that I have planned right now. But that I expect to use in the future. That did no damage. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Ouch. I was thinking of switching into Latios, but I could switch into Ice Beam, which is not ideal. And that's a kill because of the Spadef drop. Another Sceptile, but it's female. I'm mostly interested in catching males because they are usually the better parent, because the female passes on the nature if you're using the Everstone. So I want to replace the female with one that is the correct nature. Another Regirock. I guess we'll try to catch this one as well. Focus Punch. Is Focus Punch the one that doesn't have Explosion? No, that's Superpower. Okay. So this does have Explosion. So we need to stall out the explosions again. Gardevoir would have died to this earthquake and we wouldn't have to worry anymore, but still 25% to just click Explosion. There it is. Explosion 1. Good luck hunting. Thank you, KT. Let's see if we can get a shiny Latios. KT recently caught shiny Latios from the tower. And the chance of running into a shiny explosion Pokemon is part of the reason why we have this Quagsire. It's also just because the Regis like to explode and the Regis are good Pokemon to catch. Although, I already have multiple good Regises and multiple good Registeels. It's really just Regirock. Although I do have the Adamant one, like I mentioned, but it's level 100. Focus Punch is 20 PP, so this could take a while. It was a little while ago since we've done this, so I figured it would be nice. That's explosion number 2. And the thing I would like the most is to find Timid Latias. Like I just found Timid Latios, so we already got pretty lucky with that. So I'm not expecting to find Timid Latias anytime soon. But that would be one of the best Pokemon for the Frontier to get. I also don't have a Modest one yet, which is also pretty good. I do have a Bold one. Calm one could also be interesting, but I don't think I would really use it. I have a Calm Latios. I hope he doesn't keep not exploding and then runs out of PP and we're gonna end up in a struggle war that I might win. Timid is also perfect for Ore? Yeah. Timid is the best nature for Ore. And if your aim is to catch specific Pokemon with the correct nature instead of using them as parents to breed for Pokemon with the correct nature. I would recommend trying to use some Pokemon that are slightly slower than the nature you want. Of course, this is most effective when you want like a plus speed nature, because then there's only a couple of options. So you have a high chance of getting the nature you want. But you can at least check if it's like not a negative speed nature when you want neutral. That's another explosion. And it's also maybe worth looking into damage calculations. Ancient Power. Is that the first Ancient Power we've seen? Hello, Tone Capone. Nice to see you. You hope I'm having a good day? Yeah, it's an alright day. Before this, I was kind of dozing off on the couch. Oh, another explosion. So yeah, maybe it's good I'm not doing a serious streak today because I was half asleep, but feeling kind of awake by now, so maybe it wouldn't have been that bad. And that's the last explosion. Alright. So now we go Gardevoir. That should kill us easily. And now we just spam Amnesia. And we should die eventually. Especially if it gets an Omni Boost. Doesn't get Omni Boost. There's the Omni Boost. Yeah, Regirock's face does look like an H. And the nice thing about Amnesia is it has a lot of PP, so we can just spam it without hurting anything. Like, we don't have any way to guarantee that we die with Quagsire, but if I'm against a special attacker, I just spam Curse. And if I'm against a physical attacker, I spam Amnesia. I had to pick one move as my attacking move. And there's not really a super good option that like hits everything. So I was either gonna go with Return or Earthquake. I decided to go with Earthquake because of Stab. But there are more ground immunities than there are normal immunities. Alright, any guesses for the nature for this Regirock? Okay, way off. Gonna reset by flying. There we go. Oh no. It's almost always doomed when Latios goes there. Sassy nature, lonely nature, quirky nature. Oh, he came back, okay. I mean, it's technically like almost 50-50. Like it's 50-50 plus or like minus the chance for it to just teleport. But for some reason, once it goes to the sea at Slateport, it's just doomed. Okay, it keeps coming back at least. Oh, we got lucky this time, but it's really when he's like actually one space further at sea that I can never get him back. But usually once he just goes on the first tile, it's already over. Jolly nature. Do I have a jolly one? I have a jolly something. Don't remember which legendary. I mean, I think I have a jolly Latias or Latios. Ladi likes to follow the boat from Slateport to Lilygove. Well, for me, it likes to go back and forth around on the routes at the sea. Just never comes back, but also doesn't go further. Hello, Tempest King. Oh no. I guess I can just do 2 at a time. Okay, teleported. Oh, that's nearby. We could meet him. We've been pretty lucky with the resets at least. Not as lucky with where it goes, but we could still meet. I'm just gonna follow it up the route because it isn't that far. Sometimes I chase Latios around these routes. It's not a very effective method, but just being at Mauville gets boring. There we go. Like, hunting here was still good, but once he goes further away, like gets stuck at Mount Pyre, which happens a lot, it's not a great idea to chase. Because around Mount Pyre, Latios can skip a route, so it can be really awkward to meet up. Because certain routes can just be skipped and then you're no longer... you're always like one route away, and if you move onto the route, Latios moves, so then it's another route away again, and you just never meet up until it skips a route again. And I think it's possible for it to, like, I think teleport to the route it's already on, so then it would stay, but I've never seen it happen. And teleporting is pretty low chance. I don't know what the odds are. Alright, let's see. It's mild nature. That's, I think, minus defense plus special attack, so that's not great either. This Latios is condemned to a continuous be summoned and sacrificed. Kind of a sad existence. Yeah, well, at least he doesn't remember it. He just delete his memories. He's stuck in a time loop. A little bit unfortunate. At least it's over quickly, you know? Just gets exploded on, it's good, he's just gone. Hello, Tima. We're catching some glitched Pokemon. Or some Battle Tower Pokemon with the roamer glitch, I should say. What have you been up to, Tima? Are you working on a streak? Like, you were doing singles with your dragon team, right? Have you still been working on that one? Regirock. Mild. Ladi also gets to own the Frontier and Ore. So you think he's doing okay? Yeah, I agree, KT. He already gets to do so much. Time to get destroyed. Timmy got gold with the Dragon Flying team 2 days ago. Nice. Congrats. Not that Latios. Yeah, maybe not this Latios. Actually, let me... I think I checked at some point, but I don't remember. But I think if I just open the save file in PKX, it can show me the roamer stats. I don't think it's very good. But it can't be as bad as my... oh wait, it's a Ruby roamer. Of course it's really bad. It's got bugged IVs. Never mind. But my Latios is so bad, it's only slightly better than the bugged IV roamer. Oh, I think you guys can hear Discord. Not anymore. Thank you for the nicknames, Birdplane and Superman. No problem. I'm glad they did well. You might continue your double streak soon. The 500 ones. 500 wins one. I wish you the best of luck. Alright, now we're back. And besides not having to replay the game because I killed my roamer, the other benefit is not having to redo the first 7 rounds of the Battle Tower. Which, if you're hunting for a Pokemon without backup saves, like if you don't get the nature you want, you would probably just reset. And then, unfortunately, it's you have to do 7 rounds before you get the perfect IVs again. But you don't have to replay the whole game. We trace Levitate, which is nice. Your win streak is at 770. Nice. Yeah, you did mention you were at that streak. And I think I said you should get 1 more round so you get 7-7. Oh, we get Spadef dropped. We just barely don't kill. That's a little unfortunate. But we also just barely don't die. Pataya berry. You're not gonna be able to use it. Yeah, good luck, Tima. I hope you get to 1,000. And a Swampert. Oh, I should have Destiny Bonded. Oh well. In what game? It's in Emerald. It's the Tower Double Streak. Okay, Destiny Bond wouldn't have done anything. We might not kill, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, team has a really strong strategy. Oh, it... of course it rests. At least we dropped special defense. Does the glitch work with shiny Pokemon? It definitely does. KT caught one on stream. Shiny Latios from the tower. Recently. It's double team Swampert. Oh no. Okay, we just hit. Wobbuffet. You know? Actually, no, I don't need catch Wobbuffet. Because I can just breed with some other Pokemon. I think Wobbuffet is in like the Ghost group. And the Gardevoir's group. Okay, we just set up the +6. KT, you saw one guy stole 3 different shiny Pokemon and then tried to use those 3 as a team. I mean, they come EV trained and with perfect IVs. Now, some of them, they are trained horribly and their moves are horrible. But especially if you allow that to be changed, then it can definitely work. No! On the last Calm Mind we get encored? Really? Okay, it was a short encore. Wheezing. Wheezing is an interesting Pokemon. Could definitely work on some teams. Not for the most consistent teams. Hello, Dodrio. But if it's just a normal team... Okay, this is a very slow Dodrio. You know, usually when I'm doing the Ruby Tower, I keep running into annoying Kingdras, but now that Kingdra is like the #1 on my list, we don't see Kingdra. I was gonna say, watch it be lead Kingdra immediately. I want to try out Kingdra on a rain team with Zapdos, and last Pokemon is still to be decided. Registeel. You want to catch this one? There are still some natures that I don't have that would be useful, but it's not really high priority, so I think I might just kill Registeel. If it's gonna let me kill it. Iron Defense. It's gonna be tough. Let's just curse up. Ludicolo? For a double steam, I am gonna want Ludicolo. But not for this singles team that I want to try out. Matt, you never thought you'd see the day where I joined Team Rocket? Well, we have the Team Rocket emote for a reason. We're just stealing these Pokemon. Giovanni, Muck wants to hug everyone, but he's stinky and disgusting. Life is unfair. Well, I think he wants to high five everyone more than he wants to hug them. But maybe he also just wants to hug them. Matt, can you catch these and just EV train them? So they're already fully EV trained, so you would need to use the berries that removed the EVs before you can EV train them. And then if you want to use them at level 50, you have to be careful that you don't over level, but it's very possible. It's not that hard to not level up while getting max EVs. Yeah, thank you Flower Power for this insight. I do want to start using some of the Reggies that I've already gotten. Welcome back, Regirock. Are we just gonna only catch Regirock today? Oh, it's the same one, maybe. I was looking into building a team around Regis for the tower. Regis has annoyed me so many times on different streaks that I want to do the same thing. Like, I want to switch in my Regis into like a Latios or something and just be like, well, what are you gonna do now, Latios? Good luck. Oh, big crit. There's a little bit over 50%. We don't have perfect IVs on this Quagsire. Well, we have some perfect IVs, but not all of them. But I think it's the special defense that's really bad. Like 7 or something. Okay, 1 explosion. Can you steal from the Great Noland? No. There's only the Battle Tower. Oh, another Omni Boost. in Ruby, so we cannot steal from any of the frontier brains. That would be cool though. Okay, any guesses for what this Regirock's nature is going to be? I was gonna say that Focus Punch did more than I expected, but it got an Omni boost, of course. Okay, it's refusing to use Explosion. Well, it used it once, but would like to see some more. We could die to crits. Although we did just see crits that did around 50, but that was before the Omni boost. We still won't get one shot, but it is possible that we lose to a crit while trying to stall out earthquakes or explosions, not earthquakes. But we have a decent chance. It's good enough for me for now. I've only used the Quagsire while I'm hunting for like actual Pokemon. I don't know how great it would be if you're actually shiny hunting, because Quagsire is very slow. And I don't just mean that it has low speed, I mean in terms of getting through the battles, because we need to set up, it takes a lot of turns. And we're not even, like, we're not the strongest Pokemon, and we cannot attack Pokemon that are immune to ground, unless we struggle. Mild, another one, relaxed. Okay, relaxed could be kind of good. Minus speed plus defense. Of course. Oh. That's a big crit. And he still has one explosion. Hello, Lavender Town Tavern. I think we just died to this Focus Punch. That's unfortunate. Oh, that one also crit. Okay, we might not be able to catch this thing. We only stalled out 4 of the 5 explosions. Unlucky. Do I just try to kill it at this point to keep the streak alive? I think so, because Earthquake also doesn't... Wait, what? Is this the same moveset but a different item? Like the other one had... Oh no, it was the first one that had Quick Claw. I didn't check the item on the second one. Okay. It's very possible for Gardevoir to die to the Regirock, so let's... Actually, no, wait. I have Memento and Latios, what am I doing? I'm being dumb. Gardevoir just dies and then we Memento. Watch it explode now. Okay. We just Memento. We made it through. I forgot I had Memento for a moment. Alright, we successfully lost. Like, losing is more difficult than winning in the Ruby Tower. He's throwing the throwing. Yeah. I'm accidentally winning. No! Oh! It's right here again. We're getting pretty lucky with the locations. At least with getting Latios around Mauville. We haven't had the super long one yet, but we've only caught 2 Pokemon, so... Okay, teleport, but we can still meet. And we meet again on the same route. Nice. That didn't take that long. It's a little bit unfortunate that we have to find him in this grass, because it takes a while. There we go. Super Flash, you're guessing lonely again? Well, let's see. There's water up north you can surf on. Yeah, but water also has a low encounter rate, so it doesn't really help. Let's throw our one infinite Master Ball. Justice for Latios. Latios is a war criminal in the frontier. Hardy nature, okay, that does nothing. I think Hardy might be useful for something in the palace, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked. Also don't remember if we already had a Hardy Regirock. Regirock Hardy. Alright. Is the next Pokemon that we're gonna catch gonna be Regirock again? Or are we actually gonna find a different Pokemon? I get Regirock and Magpie gets Registeel. He did get like 4 Registeels. Was it 5 Registeels if we include the one in his draft? In like 2 rounds of factory. Actually, I don't need to do this. We just reset. KT, you caught Timid Latios just before the shiny one? Oh damn, I didn't realize you also had the timid one, or I forgot. I mostly just remembered you got the shiny one. Oh, wait, is it... 1 second. My... oh, my controller cable was on the spacebar. I think that somehow messed up the save being written. Let's try again. Hello, Peter. What did you miss? Not too much. We have caught 3 Regirocks and none of them have had a particularly good nature. Except for maybe Hasty for Palace, but we already had one. Yeah, I'm just being Team Rocket at the moment. At least we haven't had a single round completed before we found a Pokemon we wanted to catch. Right on. That's pretty rare. That hurts, but we're fine. What would be a good nature for Regirock? So Adamant, or like a plus defense or plus special defense minus special attack nature. Basically, all of the minus special attack natures could be good in some way. Let's Destiny Bond this. Oh no, he's countering my Destiny Bond. Setting up hail. No, he's stalling. Stop. No! No! The AI, it's sentient. It knows what it's doing. No, it missed Blizzard! You serious? If you had speed boost, it wouldn't set up hail. Are you referring to like the weather glitch? That's an Emerald thing. The AI doesn't have scoring here. It's everything is random. I'm gonna die to hail this turn. So I'm just gonna psychic now. We get the crit. Okay, game. Oh wait, the hail stopped, never mind. It actually outspeeds me. Okay, but it's base 100 speed, so that doesn't have to be a plus speed nature. We could check with the Latios. Okay, it's not plus speed, or at least it's not max speed plus speed nature. Wow, that did nothing. Wow, back-to-back Tentacruel. With Liquid Ooze. Gonna go for a Calm Mind. Well, it's definitely a different Tentacruel because this one's actually slower. Glalie again? Hello, FC Barcelona. Do I know if there are any Pokemon that will always be shiny that you can get from the tower? No, it's just the same shiny chance as any other Pokemon. The only guaranteed shinies are like in Violet Leaf Green Trainer Tower. And I think maybe in the Trainer Hill in Emerald you can get some shinies, I'm not sure. But those you cannot catch, as far as I'm aware. Maybe there is some way. Ludicolo. It's a female. Can we successfully Destiny Bond this time? Let's find out. Sets up the rain, okay. At least we're not dying to hail. Is this thing gonna go... Does this thing even have an attacking move? Wait, I should just Psychic here, I think. This might just be like double team spam. Hello, Sets. I saw you just uploaded a video. I haven't seen it yet. A couple of Ruby Sapphire e-reader cards had shiny Pokemon. Were those the trainers that you fight in like that one building in, I think, Moss Deep City? There's been quite a few Breloons today. Yeah, I saw a Dusclops on the thumbnail, so I'm excited. I like seeing some Dusclops. Cacturn. I'm low-key walled by Cacturn. We have Dragon Claw, we can hit this. When you beat some of the trainers, they show up in the tower? Really? But the trainer ID is set, so catching them makes them a bad egg. But if you have the same trainer ID, you would be able to catch them, right? That's interesting. Confuse Ray Attract. What a horrible Pokemon. How long is this gonna take? At least we dodged Toxic. Stop simping, Latios, please. I know you're both like kind of flying and Crobat is even faster, so you're really impressed because you are already so fast, but please just take down this Crobat. We're just never gonna get a move off. There we go. It might unshiny the Mens? I don't know. It didn't unshiny your Metagross. And like, maybe it does unshiny, I don't know. Wobbuffet lead again. I'm interested in using a Wobbuffet. Don't think it's super good, but it's interesting. And what if you bring it to the dome? I mean, Destiny Bond is stronger in the dome. Could be good, maybe. Like, I know it's been used in the tower before. For like a really long streak. Encore ended, but even if we were already +6, we didn't want to attack that turn because of Destiny Bond. And we get Encored again, of course. Perfect move selection. Is Encore gonna end again on a Destiny Bond? Okay. Not yet. Please end. Nice. Outplayed? Yeah, we definitely got outplayed. Already have one right. Oh. We get Quick Claw Mega Horns. So much for our +6 Gardevoir. GG. Does this thing have Horn Drill? I'm just gonna go for one Earthquake. We got a crit. That doesn't really matter too much. Ouch, that hurts. It does have Horn Drill. Let's just try to kill it. Okay, Horn Drill misses again. Okay, I went for the Earthquake without boost so that Latios could kill it if we got Horn Drilled. Seeking. Uh-oh, more Horn Drill. This thing has such a crazy moveset. It's Agility, Horn Drill, Rest, Sleep Talk. Who came up with this? Goodbye, Seeking. It's a counter strategy to Substitute because Substitute blocks Horn Drill. It's just really smart. Don't need to rely on Quick Claw if you just outspeed. Machamp has a high chance of surviving Psychic. At least if it has HP. I'm not sure if all of them have HP in Ruby. Not all of them do in Emerald. Could Destiny Bond, but could go for a dumb move. We could also survive if it's like Ice Beam. Serve? He probably has Torrent. We'd still survive? Yeah, good luck with trying to catch a shiny from e-reader. If you have the flash card, where that's the same thing I'm using right now, GBX Flash. Uh-oh. Endure Blaze again. You would be able to change your trainer ID in PKX. So once you find out what their trainer ID is, you can just change it and try to catch it again and see if it works. Oh, already battle 6. We might make it through the round without finding something we want to catch. Swampert lead. This time I think I'll just go Latios. But does a bad egg not have a trainer ID? I kinda assumed the bad egg had a trainer ID. But I guess it doesn't. Maybe it does if you open it in PK Hex, but yeah, it kinda makes sense if it doesn't. There might be an issue then. Might be really difficult to find. I have Milotic on the list. I must only have female Milotics. But Milotic can breed with a bunch of other water types, so I don't really need Milotic. I probably already have another water type that can breed with it. Oh, mirror code. Milotic wants to beat me. Did get the Spadef drop though. So might be difficult for it to not die. If it's... oh, it's leftovers. If it kills Gardevoir, we'll let it KO Quagsire as well. So if this is mirror code and doesn't die... okay, it's not mirror code. Unlucky, Milotic, you're not the chosen one. Last battle of the round. No, it's lead Latias. Does the Game Shark code to steal trainers Pokemon, does that even work in Tower? Well, we don't know that. We're getting completely destroyed by this Latias. Apricot Berry. You're still gonna go down. No! No! Not the outspeed into recover. Oh, we got a crit. But because of Apricot, it's not gonna be enough, I think. Well, we're gonna try. Otherwise, we're gonna have to set up. Please just don't click recover. Oh no. Please. Levitate. We don't make me struggle. I guess we will just let it KO us if we run out of or if it KOs. Wait, we can Destiny Bond maybe. We outspeed. Okay. Wait, is this the... No. It Earthquake, but we have Levitate. Okay, it probably can't kill me then. Actually. Oh! Actually, Iron Tail maybe could have killed, I don't know. Probably still not, because it's Flygon. Did we get crit? No. Alright, we made it through a round, unfortunately. We accidentally won a round. And we get a focus band. Heracross lead. Does it survive? Yes, easily. Megahorn. We do not survive. Bro got ribbons? Oh yeah. I've gotten those before, but then I reset the save file, so we lose them again. Immediate rest, okay. Is this the double team one again? It is. No. I think we're gonna go set up with Quag. Wow, it's really double teaming, huh? This thing only has Iron Tail. It's its only attacking move. I'm pretty sure it's Curse, Double Team, Rest. Maybe we should start earthquaking before it starts cursing. Oh, there's curse. Could have roared. Yeah, but I'm still gonna need to kill it. Not the rest. No, maybe now I roar. Then maybe we can set up the Quagsire on the next Pokemon. Is it going to loaf if I Memento here? Because it doesn't get a turn if you die. Yeah, it does get the loaf, okay. I assumed it would, but, you know, emerald coding is weird. Choice Band Hyper Beam, uh-oh. Oh, that did nothing. Maybe it's not Choice Band? I'm not sure. I don't know if the non-Choice Band one has Hyper Beam. I'll just rest now. Another Hyper Beam. Oh, that's a crit. And it was at -2 attack, that's why it did nothing. Okay, we lost. By accident. A rare occasion. We'll just go catch one of these. What's the secondary move on the slacking? Hyper Beam Earthquake. If I bring a Pokemon weak to Earthquake, I think we can make slacking switch in instead of Swampert, which I think I would prefer. I mean, the Swampert only has Iron Tail, so this could work. Okay, that's not nearby. Oh? Do we get lucky? It's 50-50, roughly. Any guesses for the nature? Oh, we got lucky. Let's go. This might be the last one for today because I'm feeling pretty tired. Okay, let's see if we can get Slacking to come out instead of Swampert. Yeah, they're slacking because slacking has earthquake. So yeah, on a double knockout, the AI cheats. I'm pretty sure it always does, but could just be because we're sending it out first and the battle is bugged. Let's see, is it a useful nature? Gentle, no it's not. At least it's male, so it can be used for breeding, but doesn't really do anything that I don't already have a fodder for, I'm pretty sure. But that's fine. Let's see. Kingdra. Need to add. Specifically, it needs to be Dragon Breath, male Kingdra. This one would need to be Destiny Bond. D-Bond. I already have a fodder with D-Bond, so I don't really need another Gardevoir. But if there's one with plus speed nature that happens to have Destiny Bond, I would probably try to catch it. Lavender, you gotta go? Well, I think I'm ending the stream here. Bit shorter than most of the streams lately. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty tired. So I think I'll end it here for today. We can't see the hall here, but we got 3 Regirocks, none of which I'm planning to use. And a Slacking that I'm also not planning to use. Maybe it can be a fodder for something. But yeah, that's what we got today. I don't know when the next stream will be or with which team. I still have the doubles streak that's alive in the tower. I want to build a new dome team for the casual IV challenge, but I'm not sure on the nature of some of the Pokemon yet, because I had certain natures in mind and then I realized something and I think I want to change the natures. Is the save file ready? Which one do you mean, Super Flash? The one with the secret bases, like for EV training, you mean? Because that one is sort of ready. Like the EV training part is ready, but I still want 6 level 100 Latioses and currently I have 2. So I need to go grind those up at some point. Or catch them level 100 from the tower, but finding a Latios can be challenging. Yeah, the secret base one. If you want it, like if you need to train something right now, I can share it. But you can send me a message on Discord if you need the base soon. I don't need to save this time, so I'll be reloading the save later. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. I have it set to redirecting to Riley's stream, but Riley doesn't stream for like 3 more hours. But he's doing a factory streak. And he's currently at 63 wins. I actually want to see what it looks like, so I'm gonna try and look at my own stream. 1 second. Because last time I did it, but I wasn't watching my own stream, so I don't know what it's like. To get redirected. I don't even know if redirection works like this. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream and it should be redirected to Riley's stream, but it's still 3 hours until he starts. So if you're interested, you can watch that later. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll be back later this week.